Just waiting to go, waiting for IG to get it together. Excellent. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Welcome back to Revive and Thrive. I'm hoping y'all are not sick of us. This is our, even though this is, this is obviously our normal time slot for Revive and Thrive, but you've seen us or been seeing us post endlessly this week. So this is the fourth time we broadcast live to everyone this week. So we're super excited to end the week on a great note. I just want to welcome all the Revive and Thrive subscribers. We are almost at 300 subscribers, and it keeps going up. It's just mind blowing how the amount of support from many folks who want to hear from us. So we really appreciate all of you. We're currently going live on our Facebook personal pages as well as our business page, Fly High NYC. We're live on IG as well. So our business page, Fly High _NYC, and our personal IG pages. And just a quick note, I'm going to say this every time. IG people, we love you, but for whatever reason, we can't see your messages, your comments. We do look at it after the session is over, but if you want to participate in real time, go over to Facebook or go to YouTube. We're also broadcasting live there. It is Fly High, NYC. So we will be able to see your comments real time there as well. So welcome everyone. And we are just excited to go and talk about the topic today. But before we go there, let's introduce ourselves. Hi everyone. I'm your co-host KG.
Hey everyone, I'm Tamika Elaine. Happy
Awesome.
Saturday.
Happy Saturday. We made it to the end of we made it to the weekend and we wanted to do something a little fun, just at least get into the mindset, especially now that the weather is soon turning and changing and nice. And we're thinking about getting up out of wherever we are. So our episode today is, not just traveling, but traveling solo. Empowering adventures for the independent woman, so it's more so geared towards the woman who loves to travel solo. So this should be a little fun. So hey Tamika, how you doing, girl?
I'm doing great. You're so funny. Solo travel. And just everyone as usual, just joining the conversation and let us know your thoughts about solo travel, if you've done it, where you've been, and just join in. Yeah. So KG, you want to kick it off?
Yeah, so we're going to talk about first, why travel solo. And you know what? I remember my first solo travels, and then I'm going to ask Tamika Elaine about hers. And I was a little scaredy cat. And this is like back in maybe in my 20s. And I always thought I had to travel with others. So I think I had a career probably like 15, 20 years ago where I was forced to travel. So that helped me to become very comfortable. So I can remember my first travel work-wise outside of North America. It was to Dubai before it was like a really sexy, because this is over 15 years ago. Now everyone's like, Dubai. But yeah, when it wasn't like, woo, and it was like 15, 20 years ago. And I know during that period of time of my company I was with, I was told to go, and it wasn't because they believed in me. They were trying to set me up to fail, because for this particular, yes. So this particular program, or, they wanted me to manage, it was for clientele in the Middle East. Now, in banking, typically it's man-dominated industry. And previously, before, the person who managed the program was an old white man. So out of nowhere, the manager was like, "No, Kendall, we're going to send you." And I already knew they weren't they were just trying to set me up for failure. So I was already nervous, and then going to another culture. So, but it really helped me. I'm glad I went. It was an experience. It was on someone else's dime, so it was great. At the time, it was. I remember it was $10,000 just for the airfare. For I guess it was business travel. So I'm sure it's a lot cheaper nowadays. I haven't been back to Dubai, but that really helped me. It did start off rocky because, like I thought, they didn't like women coming and telling them how to run their business because this just wasn't the culture. But by the end of that time I was there, they were taking me out to eat
All
and
right,
everything like
girl.
that. And because I just let them know that I knew what the heck I was
Yeah, you
talking
showed
about.
them who you were, right?
Yeah. So the
We know how
respect,
it is when it comes to business for you.
yeah, stop. But the respect transcended, and so that was a mind blowing experience, just being immersed in different cultures, and it actually was just phenomenal. If you haven't been to Dubai, I definitely recommend you go. 'Cause it was phenomenal. But on a personal level, I was forced into a solo travel again because I didn't want to go without someone. I was going to Miami Carnival. This is BC before
Oh,
child.
I remember this.
Yeah,
I
I,
remember.
yeah, I was going with a friend who I will not say her name. She may be on, but she literally canceled on me like the week before. Like, and I'm like, oh my God. So it was nobody else I was going with. I already paid. And I'm like, okay. But I went, and guess what? It was one of the best times I ever had by my damn self. I mean, parties. I went to everything, parties, dined by myself. But the energy, oh, excuse me, energy attracted other energy. So I still had other people around me that were good and, partying with them. So it was ended up being a great experience. So those are like two examples of solo travel. What about you,
I
Tamika?
think that definitely reflects a lot on your personality and things that you shared with us during these Revive and Thrive sessions, right? So, and everyone can see that you're very engaging, even though you say you're shy and all that
I
stuff, right? Just
am.
to be able to go somewhere, you went with the carnival spirit, people could see your spirit, and you were able to make connections and have fun. And you've done that before, just going out to functions here by yourself,
Yeah.
So I think it just says a lot about who you are. As for me, I've never done any solo travel like that. Anytime I've traveled solo, I've gone to a destination that I've either been there before, I'm comfortable with, and I know people who are there, right? I may not be going to see them, but if I need to, they're at a quick, 20 minutes away or something like that. So, for example, like me, Miami as well. Like I've taken myself to Miami a number of times by myself, but I had been prior. So I knew where I wanted to stay. I knew what I wanted to do. And I knew what was important to me was just to reset and just hang on the beach and just take it easy, chill. It was that kind of trip for me. So it wasn't too far out of my comfort zone. Last year I went to Jamaica by myself, and that was probably more out of my comfort zone. Um, I stayed at the resort by myself, but I also had a family member that came down the same time.
Okay.
So he wasn't at the resort. He was, say, 20 minutes away, and he just made sure that whatever I needed to do, that I was safe, I was good. So I haven't quite stepped out there like you have, especially going to a totally, different culture. So I definitely applaud you on that. And
Thank you. Thank you. I mean, I think it's so fun. But okay, since you did do some travel, but what are some of the favorite parts about traveling for you, Tamika? Like,
for you talking about solo travel?
yeah, like the
Just for
times that you did it.
relaxation, resetting, setting my own
Yeah.
schedule, not having to worry about what everyone else wants to do. That's for
Mm.
me, I would say those things.
Yes, that and as for me, it's those things as well as that, understanding myself since I am shy, I am an introvert. So I replenish my energy a lot when I'm by myself. And then
Mhm.
as well as being outdoors, specifically in the beach. That's why I chose this background because I feel the energy surging through my body. I feel renewed.
Yeah.
So having the opportunity to travel to a place that I like, which is usually beachy, and then being by myself so I can like woosah and replenish. It's just like, woo,
Exactly.
I come back feeling
Exactly.
renewed,
That's why my trip was to Miami. I was like, okay, it's close enough, the beach, and
Yeah.
that's all I need. And then I knew their little shops to go to and whatnot. So just to reset, it's definitely, I think the solo trips are perfect for that. We have one comment here. Hi everyone, I'm from Maryland. I've been to Bahamas and Texas
Ooh,
solo. Nice. And many other
okay.
places with family. And you're new. Thank you for joining.
Oh, awesome. Welcome to the ride. Hopefully you find this to be up your alley and fun and keep coming back. Yes.
Yes.
So let's go ahead and move on to the next segment. We are encouraging people to get up out there, get out their comfort zone and travel, but we want to make sure you are safe, while doing it. So do you have any travel tips, Tamika?
Yeah, especially, I mean, it applies to everyone, but I know the conversation is geared towards female travelers. But
Yes.
I would say registering with the State Department. They have that Smart Traveler Enrollment Program that you can, put your itinerary and make sure that you know what's going on in the destination that you're traveling to, because that's very important, especially when you are traveling to some areas that could be a little volatile, the climate and things like that, getting a better understanding of what those cultural norms are there, to make sure you don't run into any issues. And also, while you're there, don't broadcast that you're traveling alone, right? Like that's also very important. Have a copy of your passport in case it gets lost. Try to blend in, try not to attract too much attention. Let's see, when you're going out and about, don't walk with everything, right? Take the
Oh.
bare essentials. Be aware of your surroundings. When you're in your hotel room, keep your door locked. Even use a door stopper, right? What else? And then there's travel groups. I have a friend who travels solo a lot, and she goes with Gate One Travel, right? Like, so if you want a way to kind of like slowly just, take that step to traveling alone, go with a travel group, and you don't have to even worry about the planning. That's even better,
That's even
I would
better. Yeah.
say. Those are some tips that I have. What about you, KG?
Yeah, I have a few additional tips. Those are excellent tips. As even our viewers are saying, those are great tips. Oh, it says Sudia? I love that because I have a friend has a similar name than you.
No, I thought about her.
Yeah, I was like, oh, well, you want to travel Africa? Me too. I want to go to Seychelles, and actually, one of the places that we'll recommend at the end is, I believe it's on the east coast of Africa, but we'll get there. So some of the tips I have are try to arrive to your hotel or wherever you're staying, the resort in the daytime, whether it's morning or afternoon. So this is something to think about, especially if you get there and you're not feeling comfortable or it's not like what you research. It gives you enough time that is daylight. You need to get up out of there and find somewhere else to go, versus doing that when it's pitch dark in a new country. So I always try to get there in the morning or afternoon. So that's something for you. For all the people who like to go hiking or like do a lot of outdoor adventures, but just in general, another tip for you is having like smart watches, tech gear, because if you're hiking in another country and you're in the woods somewhere, it could be some bears and some wolves or whatever else, and you get lost, having some smart technology right at your, outside of your phone with a great GPS that
Yeah, I
can
was gonna say, as
contact
long as it
people.
could connect, as long as you got.
Yeah, hopefully it can connect. I mean, I have some advice that may help with connection, but being able to even just to let you know where the heck you are quickly is a good thing to do. Have Tamika and Lane already talked about locking devices like a door stop. There is also a travel door lock that is very small you can also travel with, that you put in between the locks of the door, something you slide in. All this stuff you can find on Amazon, and I believe everything's under $20, like that kind of lock as well as the door stop. So if you want to search for that, bags and wallets. In terms of that, crossbody bags where the bag is in front of you is definitely something you should do. But there's also a special wallet called a bra wallet. If you are wearing bras, you can put a little wallet and attach it to your bra. So it's an easier place that, pickpockets are not usually not going to go to your chest. So there are some bra wallets out there, ladies.
That makes me think of like my mom and my grandmother, like even here going to the bank, or even when we're in Jamaica and putting the money in there.
My mama did that too. I have to throw her under the bus. She did. She had it right there. But it's like a little clip that goes on, and it's kind of like a man money belt, but it's something you put on your bra, and you can actually put a couple of credit cards and some cash.
I'm gonna look for that. That's good for Carnival too.
So there is a bra wallet, ladies. Investing in a SIM card, it kind of goes to that connection thing. There is, and when you're, it's imperative for safety, the SIM card, so you can easily look up directions, easily connect to someone. So having a SIM card, Google Fi is a really good SIM card. At least a lot of people say that it is. And it gives you unlimited data, calls, and texts in more than 200 countries. But you have to activate it while you're still in the US. So just letting you know that. So that can really help you to make sure you are staying connected wherever you are. Of course, sharing your location with loved ones back home. I'm not an Apple user. I can't stand Apple, Android all the way. But they do have some cute, like little Apple discs that kind of helps share your location. Like you could put in your luggage and wherever else, and whoever you give that contact to can know where you are. But you can even do something as simple as putting your itinerary, writing it in a Google Doc that you're sharing with someone in a drive, and then you can update like, oh, I'm not going here. I'll be here from this time to this time, just letting you know. So you can think of other ways to make sure you connect it with folks. You can also, of course, when you are doing ride sharing, I do Uber and stuff like that, even abroad, sharing your ride with people that back home. So they'll know like where you're going, and they may say, you were at this place for like 10 hours. You should have been back at the resort or something. Maybe something wrong, so those are some things. Also, here's a tip I never thought of. Consider holding on to expired credit cards. So what you will do with this, just have at least one expired credit card. Let's say someone approaches you like, go to the ATM now, try to take out something. Da, 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 da. So you only have that credit card with you. You're like, okay. And you put it in the ATM. It's supposed to alert the authority like, no, this is expired. It'll eat the card. And of course, no money's going to come out. And then hopefully the robber will run away. Because they're like, okay, this person ain't got nothing I want. So it'll eat the card and let people know like something ain't right. So that could be something that can help. So an expired credit card. So
that's an interesting tip.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. So this is also something for safety. And I'm sorry, I feel like I was like, oh, these are like things that I never really thought of.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure everyone is finding these very useful.
Yeah. So let me know, guys, if you ever done any, did with any of these tips or think that they're a value add. I didn't know there's a smart pepper spray. 'Cause obviously the actual pepper spray is illegal in a lot of countries, but there's a smart pepper spray that connects to the auto alert app. So this one, when you activate it, it has a built-in siren and instantly notifies everyone on your predetermined list of contacts of your location through the GPS with just one push. So, hopefully the siren will make the person that you feel, like unsafe around run away, but also a lot of the people will be that you want to be alerted will be alerted. Also, just
I
so you,
like, oh, I was gonna
oh,
say
go ahead,
I
girl.
like that. I like that because some of our phones, like I know my Google phone, I don't know if it's just an Android thing, they have like a similar siren, but to like fumble and get your phone and do it. So I like that that's like it's an actual spray that connects and then it'll make the sound to your phone. So I like that aspect of it.
Yes,
So if
yes.
people want to find it, they just Google smart pepper spray.
Yes, a smart pepper spray. And a lot of these are found on Amazon, or you can find something else if you don't like Amazon. So try to make it, simple for people if they are looking for any of the stuff that we're talking about. And here's another tip in that, because of the fact that the real pepper spray is illegal. In case anyone doesn't know, but if you have hairspray, obviously that's very legal. So if you happen to have like a small hairspray in your purse, it kind of works like pepper spray.
Mm.
So if you feel like someone's trying you, take that hairspray out and spray in their eyes. It almost has a similar effect, and you're acting within legal reason. So just letting you know, hairspray can also help. And of course, making sure your devices are juiced up, bring power banks with you and like your phones and things like that. Also, if you're, walking around by yourself, consider wearing a fake wedding ring if you're not if you're not married.
I've seen that too. That's so funny. Like you don't want anybody harassing you.
Mm. I mean, yeah, sometimes, especially, some foreign nations. I mean, even here in America,
Mhm.
people, they just keep trying you. Like,
Yeah.
and just say, oh, my husband's about to meet me here.
Right.
I get it, so that can help. And just be mindful, just manage yourself appropriately, do some research before going to these countries. If you're a drinker, you may not want to over embellish if you're by yourself. Like different countries like Cuba, they really put in like really strong, they make their drinks really strong. So be aware of that. I'm a lightweight, so 2 is my maximum. Probably in a country like Cuba, 1 is my maximum. So try to think about different things like that if you do want to drink as well. So that's all the tips I had.
Wonderful. Those are really
Yeah,
great. So now we got through tips. So where's a
yeah.
great place to go as a first time solo traveler, especially as a woman? I mean, in my research, just looking at the list that the option that came up, I was surprised. I saw like Iceland was like #1 on a few travel blogs that I've
Yeah.
seen. They say it's pretty safe, low crime rates. Where else? New Zealand came up, Spain, Barcelona. I mean, none
Mm.
of these regions, I mean, some of them may appeal to me, but I've Ireland, which I've gone to before.
Oh,
Um,
how did you like that?
oh, it was nice. The weather was surprisingly like mild. It was a trip that we went to Rome and then over to Dublin, and yeah, it was unseasonably cool in Italy and then unseasonably warm in Ireland. So it was pretty interesting. But no, it was nice. It was a good time.
Awesome. Awesome. You have any other places that you would suggest a solo traveler go to?
No, you can go. I know you said you have one that you wanted to share or something that you wanted to share.
Okay. Well, I have a couple. I have a couple. Uh, well, one is Japan, Tokyo. It says it has a historic love of Black culture. So, I'm guessing if you're a Black woman solo traveler, that may be something that you would like to go to. And they are welcoming people, and allegedly their food is amazing. So, Japan, Tokyo, Japan. Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. I've never been. It says it has a rich art community, has one of the highest populations of African people outside Africa. France is actually considered one of the safest places in the world for solo women travelers,
Oh, okay.
especially Black women. So that's something. I believe. Did you mention Portugal? I know
No,
you. Okay, well, Portugal has a delightful Mediterranean climate. I mean, something I would love.
Yeah,
They have
I
really.
enjoyed Portugal. I went once. I enjoyed it, but
Oh, I know
I wasn't solo.
Oh, okay, all
Yeah.
right. Just reading about it, I was like, oh, wow, this is a place I may want to go to because it has the picturesque beaches and cliffs and coastal cliffs. It looked like it's great, great place to have, take some photos. Actually, I was a little bit weird about this particular recommendation because I thought it was dangerous, but apparently Colombia is known for its warm and welcoming nature. But so take that with a grain of salt. But I also want to put in the Maldives is another great place for solo travel. Mauritius, that's I believe is on the east coast of Africa. It looks so great. So it's so great for they say for Black female solo travelers because it's the safest country in Africa according to the Global Peace Index data. So it's an island nation, which I would love, and the Indian Ocean. So it's also known for its beautiful beaches. So again, that's Mauritius. So I definitely would love to check that out. And Thailand is also on the list. It says it's an excellent choice. And it offers a lot of safe havens for tourists. And as far as the Caribbean, Barbados is actually up there with a low crime rate and culture. I love Jamaica because my daddy's from there and I love going back. And I always felt safe in Jamaica, but it never reaches the safe.
No.
I feel safe.
We are not endorsing that. I'm sorry, as a Jamaican.
I want to go back. I'm thinking about going.
No, I mean go, but I wouldn't put it as a top place for safety at all.
Yeah.
No. And I mean, just a few months ago, it's the alert for Jamaica is not I forget if it's red or orange or whatever it is. So yeah, we not.
So for Revive and Thrive, don't recommend it. It's just a KG. Don't take my word for it.
I'm gonna go there in a couple months, but I'm just not. I wouldn't put that on this list.
No, okay, we won't put it. But if you are looking for a Caribbean island, Barbados made the list as a safe place to go to. So go there, ladies.
Definitely. I can co-sign that. I see Miss Vonnet co-signs Barbados, as well as Dubai. Yes, I know you love the Maldives too.
Oh, you do? Okay. Oh, she said Francis blah. Someone trying to be funny and said Philadelphia.
I think that's one of your people.
Yeah, absolutely not, Justin. And you in Texas, from what I remember? Please stop.
Somehow they always want to bring football into it when it comes to
I know. I'm a Giants fan, yes, but it's all good. It's all good. So any other places or even in the audience, anyone has any recommendations? And I'm to be honest, I'm being selfish because I'm trying to get up out of here. So any recommendations you may have, go ahead and put it into the comments. We love to hear it.
Yeah, and clearly we know KG is not waiting for anyone to sign up for the trip where she wants to go. She is gonna be out of here.
Woo! Yeah, as long as I get childcare in order.
Right.
Please.
Right. I mean, I would imagine that I'll at some point take the leap and do something solo. I'm just not there yet. But for those of you here who, Ms. Vonnet says Singapore is a good place.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I will look into that. I need beaches and food, good food. Do they have? I'm a foodie. I love to eat. Yeah, but go ahead.
We're along the same lines in terms of what we think about for vacation. Because for me, it's definitely the beach. Like when I think about going somewhere. Like even I've never been to Vegas because I'm like, oh well, there's no beach. Like, just like I just it gotta be a beach for me. But Okay, I don't see any more comments. But those of you who are traveling though to New York City, or
Yes.
even if you're here, I mean, I know we've been talking about it, sharing with you that we do our Glam Escape flying dress photo shoot experiences. So you need to add that to your list of destinations. And beyond that, today we have a Zoom session at 3 p.m. where we're going to be answering all your questions about it, as well as providing you with a special discounted price on the package that's only going to be available for a limited time. So
Yes, it
make
is.
sure you're there. It's again 3 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to drop the link in the chat. So if you haven't signed up already, go ahead and do so.
Awesome. Yeah, we hope to see you there at 3 p.m.
Yes, this was another great episode with great tips on traveling.
Yes, and it's been, yeah, we wanted to do something free, and hopefully it'll help motivate you to like get up and get out and enjoy yourself. And you can do so in a safe manner, but also still have fun. I guess another tip is to talk to the locals while you're there, that, you know, people, and they can also let you know where we're not to go to, you know. So just try to be a little interactive and social wherever you go to, but always have fun and keep it safe, everyone.
Yes. Well, thanks everyone. Thanks for joining. See you next Saturday.
Next Saturday or 3 p.m. today.
Oh, and 3 p.m. Next Saturday, Revive and Thrive, 3 p.m. You're going to indulge in self-love with Glam Escape. So hope to see you
Yes.
there.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. See you later.